Hello guys, my name is Trent Duffy and I am here today to explain to you the Greek and Roman theater design, and I'm going to explain some of the flaws within the design. So the introduction, so within this presentation I'm going to give you the problems with theater design, give you some of the design with it, my take on it, and also I will give you maybe possible some improvements that they could have made. So first off, the design. The theaters were large, open-air structures constructed on slopes of hills. So they were usually made of stones, and this was said by ancientgreece.com. So which meant that they didn't have roofs, they didn't have contained spaces in which to keep certain elements out, which I will describe to you now. Some of the problems, which would be lighting, the weather, and sound. So first we'll start with lighting. So the Greeks and the Romans would perform plays during daytime for reasons such as, well, they only had sunlight to have. They couldn't use excess amount of lamps and candles because that couldn't light up the entire stage. Performances were outside in open air space, which was used as natural light. Was the primary source of illumination. Production would take place during the daytime, so sunlight could be used. So, say that late at night it's getting laid out and the play is just getting really interesting and it's too dark, you can't see the stage anymore, so it has to end. It's kind of a bummer. I mean, I'd be pretty upset if I had to leave just because the sun's going down. I want to see the ending, I want to see what's going to happen next. Also, what if it's cloudy outside and it's harder to see? What if it makes it more difficult to see the stage? Which the cloudy will bring me to my next point, which is weather. So, we can't control Mother Nature, obviously. We don't know what she is going to do, and we don't know the things that she wants to do with us. So, say it started out as a nice day, you woke up, and then out of nowhere, storms, clouds roll in, and lightning starts to happen. I don't feel like going to a theater, watching a play outside with lightning. My luck, I'll get struck by lightning, so I'm not going to take that risk, and I would not want to be there. Also, how are we going to deal with the hard rain, possible wind? Like I said, they didn't have any roofs or nothing like that to cover themselves from the rain or anything. And wind in the stone buildings that were made with the theater, the wind would just go right through and it would be awful to be. And say that during the performance, they were wearing unique hats or unique clothing that the wind would just go right through. Blow their hats off, gets rid of it, and it just makes the show a lot worse. Fog. If your hand's in front of your face, you can't see it, it's bad fog. If you can't see the stage, it's even worse. Why do you want to be there in the first place if you can't even see your own hand in front of your face? And next will be sound. So sound. What's the purpose of going to see something if you can't hear it? Unless you're deaf. But besides that, when you're watching a play, you want to be able to see and hear what they are doing. From further back, the far back towards the middle, the sound would go through the sides, but once it starts to cave in towards the middle, it would dissipate and it would strongly decrease so that the people in the far back middle couldn't hear what was being said. The positive effects, higher level, longer abbreviation time. However, the longer the distance, the less the sound travels. This was said by the Gabe Morrison files. So like this says, the longer the sound has to travel, the less you will be able to hear, and it just makes the entire thing less enjoyable. So my take on this would be that, so with what they had back then, they didn't have electricity like we said. They didn't have the great things that we have now to make things such as the theaters and the plays really nice. But what they had, they did an excellent job with what they did and what they had. So improvements, like we said, they didn't have electricity. They couldn't really do much about the lighting, except maybe a few candles and a few lamps, maybe here and there. But other than that, there wasn't much that they could do. So in my conclusion, throughout the speech, I presented to you some of the problems with the Greek and Roman theater design and some of the ways that they were designed, my thoughts about it, and that all in all, that they did an amazing job with what they had. but there was only so much that they could do. And that is why we're excited.